Give it up for Quresh Savliwala.
I purposely wear drawstring pants every time I have to perform, but I still just check, just in case. But I actually moved to New York pretty recently, right? I grew up in Michigan. I was living in Wisconsin the past couple of years, right? And I actually really like living in Wisconsin because I was in like bumfuck rural Wisconsin, so I got to be a lot of people's first brown person, right? Like one time for lunch, one of my coworkers, his name was Billy, of course, right? He comes up and he asks me, he's like, "Hey, what are you eating?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm eating samosa. Have you heard of that?" He's like, "Yeah, but I've had the drink." Dude, are you talking about a mimosa right now? Did you just confuse an Indian delicacy for the second whitest drink ever made? The first is just a warm glass of milk. That's the first one. But when I moved to New York, I moved to Harlem specifically, right? And when I tell my folks back home that I'm moving to Harlem, like they just get terrified, right? So what they know of Harlem is from like 30, 40 years ago. So like, look at him. He's gonna die, right? Like every time I call my folks back home, like they don't answer saying hello, right? They answer like immense relief, like, "Oh, thank God, my son. Oh, I'm so glad to hear your voice again." My mom's like always crying in the background, right? And I have to tell them like, "No, like it's fine. Like I live in gentrified Harlem. Like there's a juice bar down the street, right? That sells acai bowls. That's like Tom Brady kissing his kids on the mouth of gentrification right there. I was like, I don't know if it gets any more than that, right?" But I do love living in New York. It's a very diverse city, right? But at the same time, I feel like I'm losing a little bit of my own culture just because there's so many different ones. So I decided I need to start taking some action to get back to my roots as an Indian Muslim man. So I decided to be an Uber driver. So I actually went car shopping and I went to a Honda dealership, of course, again, right? And when I walked in, I was looking at the cars, and a salesman came up to me. He asked, like, "Hey, what are you looking for in a car?" I said, "Oh, the usual, gas mileage, safety, reliability." He's like, "You're missing something very important from your list." I'm like, "Oh, like what is that?" He's like, "Pussy." I'm like, "Dude, this is a Honda dealership, right? There's nothing you sell here that gets pussy, right?" Like that was taken off the table as soon as I walked in, And he's like, no. Let's go take a look at the hatchback." And I was like, dude, I've never once heard a woman say like, "Yeah, your Ferrari's nice, but he has a hatchback." Maybe women do like more junk in the trunk too, I don't know. Oh man, it's crazy. But I went to my first real Harlem black barbershop the other day, right? And it's true what they say about those, that you don't go just for the haircut, you go for the whole experience, right? So as soon as I walked in, I was already a little intimidated. So I told them I'm from Detroit. But I'm from Detroit like how Clarence from 8 Mile is from Detroit. Like I literally went to Cranbrook, right? Like that's a private school. And then when I'm in that chair, I never know what they're talking about, right? I have to navigate through the N-word, Spanish, and then basketball facts, right? Like I thought we were talking about Larry Bird, but apparently I asked them to give me a bird's nest. Yeah. And the thing is, I didn't know that those haircuts, they take hours. Nobody told me that, right? I had to tell my barber, hey, it's kind of getting late, right? And it's I was here before breakfast. What's going on? It's getting dark out. And I'm serious. I need to get out of here while there's still the sun. I can't be alone on triple-digit streets. I've been growing this beard for 3 years and it still doesn't connect. I don't have the testosterone to defend myself, And since I'm from the Midwest, I'd probably start apologizing to my mugger too. "Oh, I'm so sorry, I only have $300. I'm so sorry." "Oh, here, take my MetroCard, go down to East Village, they can't defend themselves, right?" "Oh, here, take my credit card, I have good credit, I won't cancel it for 45 minutes, It's the least I can do for inconveniencing you, good sir, Oh, man. But I'm going to leave you with this one. I know this is a comedy show, but I feel I have to get a little bit serious for a second. Recently we lost someone that was very, very inspirational, very important around the whole world, right? We lost Kobe Bryant. Yeah. So I know a lot of people are doing tributes for Kobe Bryant with his jersey number 24. So I was like, he was an inspiration to me as well. So I think I have to do something to tribute. So the next day I went into work and I told my boss, "Hey, I want to do something for Kobe. I want to reduce my hours from 45 a week to 24 a week." They let me go on the spot. So if anyone's hiring, just let me know. I always carry around my resume. It's a good one. But I'll leave you with this one. So has anyone been through like a bad breakup before? Something relatable. They always say that there's a winner and a loser to every breakup, right? So like my last one, like I immediately knew that I was a loser, right? Because like she already had another man, she had a better job, she had a bigger dick, she had everything, just going for her, right? All right, well that's my time. Thank you very much.